Good day, guys. As you all know me, as your mentor, NASDAQ Ninja. So, guys, before I can begin, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload. So, guys, today, guys, I decided to upload a video of me showing you guys on how I actually killed CPI. So, guys, this is the CPI that I want to show you guys. Actually, I'm going to show you guys on the top side, but if you don't see it very well, understand. So this was like a screenshot of the trade that I was running. I can actually like get the video. Yeah, I made even a video here to show you guys that I actually like killed CPI. I made 400k from 40k, you understand? So guys, I'm going to show you guys on how I actually nailed it. I just want you guys to focus most on zones, guys, on support, guys, and trend lines. You know, if you can get the structure of the market with trend lines, zones, to get the whole direction, entry with the support, then or resistance, you're gonna kill it very well, guys. So at the end of the day, guys, let's jump into the chart. So guys, today I'm going to show you guys on how I managed to kill CPI yesterday. As much as you saw that I made 400k on CPI, understand it's actually 490k on CPI, you know, and that was one of my incredible profit I ever made on fundamentals, you understand? So at the end of the day, guys, I feel like it was an easy trade. You know, as much as I saw a lot of people didn't actually understand the trade due to the market being under resistance, you understand? And I get to understand that yes, you saw resistance, you understand? But in many cases, you gotta understand how many people are seeing that resistance. You understand? As much as if a lot of people see that resistance, it's going to break it, you understand? Because it's a lot of you which are going to enter on that resistance. But at the end of the day, I'm going to teach you. That is why you need to learn and understand support and resistance, so that you can get the point of knowing which one you can break and which one you cannot break. You understand? So in many cases, I always inspire you and motivate you guys to trade zones. You understand? Because the market moves zones to zones. It's like stairs, you know. Once it goes up, it's going to be respecting zones to zones. Understand? So you got to understand which zone is stronger than the other zone. Understand? So this is how it is, guys. I went to my chart. You know, obviously when I analyzed CPI, I already had all the analysis on point. You understand? I was only left with me to decide which entry point I'm going to enter. So I'm going to show you on how I decided to enter my entry point. So for me to do this again, it's just for you to never forget on how you create zones, understand, so that you can get to understand them and learn them and use them on the right positions, understand? Because it gives me right entries and right positions. You know, when I use zones, you know, I get right trades, you know. So let me show you guys. So let me quickly create those zones. You know, like I always say, I don't like zones which have rooms, understand? Zones have to be a place whereby the market is busy failing to pass, understand? So at the end of the day, when we get to the daily time frame, we're gonna adjust others. But on H4, we just fix it, we're not adjusting, understand? So that's what it was when I analyzed my chart. That's what I got. And then I got a proper diagonal trend here. You know, I've been getting this trend for like a 2 months now, you understand? So I got a proper trend line here. And as much as this trend line is broken, we're gonna come back and retest it and push furthermore to the top side. I'm still looking forward of this bullish trades, understand? Because if you can check, we had bullish trades for like a month now, you understand? Bullish trade, only bullish, you understand, for like a month now, you understand? So I feel like we're still gonna have a lot of them coming through our way. So you see the market moving straight to the top. I feel like it's going to retest there on the top side of this zone and then come back here at the zone. Like remember, it moves zone to zone. So it's obviously going to respect another zone. Understand? So at the end of the day, that's when I decided to move to the daily time frame. So this I could have done it before CPI, you know, in for me to understand which direction I'm actually gonna trade. You understand? So here, one thing I will do is just to adjust my trend line here due to that it once broken and then came back inside, so it became invalid on the daily time frame. But this wasn't a trend line for daily time frame; it was a weekly time frame trend line. You understand? So that's what you need to understand. You know, once you get to understand that, man, the market becomes easy for you. You understand? So at the end of the day, this is what I did. Went straight to daily time frame and see what is it that I actually see. So on the daily time frame, this is what I'm seeing. I was seeing a proper zone at the top side, which once been respected. So I always say, the more we respect something, the more we disrespect it. You understand? So we need to respect and move. But if we respect and come back again, it gives me those kind of confirmation of saying I have possibilities of breaking that point. You understand? So at the end of the day, when you check at this point position, it's just our support, understand? And like I said, this support can actually give us the abilities to break the resistance. Actually, this I said it on my class, understand? To tell them this can have an ability to break our diagonal resistance, understand? Because then before it can break a diagonal resistance, it has to come back and take power on the support, and then it push further more to the top side. So that's when we decide to do what? Go to H4 time frame and see what is it that we actually saw. So like I told you now, it had the ability to do what? To break the diagonal resistance. You know, already I'm giving you the clarity of my point, saying, okay, I'm going to look for this point to break that point. You can see this point, it's our resistance, and then we have it's our support, and then we have our resistance here because it once made a bigger movement. We create this as being our resistance. So as much as people saw this resistance, you know, they saw that, okay, we don't have more abilities to pass this way. That's what they saw, you understand? But that's not what I saw, you understand? So I'm going to push further to 30 minutes and tell you on how actually I got it correct. So in many cases, I know very well that many will adjust this resistance and then push it further more to the point. When you get to the smallest time frame, you know, you get to adjust some certain things, understand? They're going to adjust it to be here so that it can be in a proper way, understand? It touched there, and then touched there. But the more it touches, the more it disrespect. You understand? So if you ever understood that point, that's when you were going to get it correct. So others could have want to use the strategy of impulse, correction, and impulse. But at the end of the day, if you can check, it's possible for us to get an impulse movement to the top side if you know the rules of the market. You understand? So at the end of the day, right, due to that, it's fundamental. The market can respect technical on a short period of time. It's many times we've been touching this resistance. So before fundamental, they can never give you a proper confirmation. You understand? If it's 30 minutes before they give you a proper confirmation, for my side, it's always like, it's a lie, man. I can't, you know. And my last candlestick here was bullish, and I got to understand that I'm gonna be pushing to the top. So that's when somewhere here I decided to enter my buys. Understand? I entered my buying opportunities. You know, I entered like 10 minutes before, started entering my buys. You know, I entered 0.20, come back again 27, entered 0.20. That's when on 30, I saw it shooting up. That's when I understood that around somewhere here, I was running like 400,000. Understand? 490K. And if I could have been held, maybe today I was going to be running 700K to the top side, you understand, or a million. But at the end of the day, man, you have to not be greedy and close the profit that you appreciate, you understand? So at the end of the day, like I'm saying, so in my point, I got to understand on how many people are seeing this resistance, and we were below this resistance. You know, I can create it with the horizontal zone. So we were below it, and you can see respecting this position and then coming to the bottom side, you know, what was the abilities of you? Many people entered a sale, man. I know that, you know, I know that. But what was the abilities for myself to take this risky? Because I can see a lot of things might be confirming a sell. It's how people see it. I can see that a lot of people see the sell. You understand? But by segment analysis, you can always oppose what others see. You understand? So in many times, because this is not a zone, it's a resistance. Due to that, it's not a zone resistant, it's a resistant. Understand? My zones, you saw them, I created that, but I never created this point. You understand? So this one is just a resistant without any zone. It's not stronger like a zone. You understand? So when the market comes to it, it's going to break it because it already respected it here. Respected. So already it respected the abilities of it. You understand? It respected even it here. So the more it respects it, the more it disrespects it. So that's when you saw it coming here, the top side, breaking that resistance. And that's, I like the fact that I gave those analysis. You understand? So you can see on this trading view, the one that I picked today doesn't have a spike that happened even on the broker that I was trading, and my student, we didn't have any unnecessary spike, but I saw spikes on other brokers and other uh things that we analyzed too. You understand? So that's when you saw the market starting from this point, pushing to the top side. So we can actually preview the market for a little bit and see actually how did this happen. Understand? So this is how it is. Understand? I don't actually like reviewing the market in many cases, like I always say, you know, because it gives me that thing of saying in the past side it can always work, but man, in the future part, you find that people are not actually seeing it. Understand? So let's see.
Okay, let's take it back again. Let's take it back and see what actually happened. You understand? You see, you saw the movement. So let's go back again. We're not lazy guys to do it again and again until you get to understand it. Like it just started by shooting to the top, and that was like an incredible trade. You understand? Let's take it back. Then you gotta see it. So it gave us a candlestick, candlestick, candlestick. You see, so that's how you can see the 400K immediately because of the shoot up, man. Like obviously, if I were to run 100K, I was gonna be closing. You understand? But because this was like a fundamental trade, it's just started by shooting to the top side. So, guys, at the end of the day, guys, this is the end of our video. Let's meet on another video. Thanks.